For lack of I don't know the guy's name, by the way. What's the guy's name? Because I'm not gonna call this to daddy. Shalom, eh? He has too many
Yo,
people calling him daddy. The man,
tell me.
Monique.
Okay.
You see that transition right there? Flawless. Flawless. What wasn't flawless is what Monique was telling about her relationship with her son. She went on Club Shay Shay, and according to her son, what was said was not correct. Did you hear the story? Heard what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said. In essence,
Should I play it?
uh,
It's
yeah, let's
long,
play it.
though. Let's play it.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about it and then play it for a bit.
Yeah.
Because, or we can just so start talk about it, play it, react, but we don't need to watch the full clip. But I think the essence of what he was saying was that basically she he thinks that Monique was talking about three kids, but he's the fourth one. And
Her daddy was shooting shots.
yeah, daddy.
Her
I can't
dad,
believe they. I don't know why they're calling the man daddy. Because daddy
that's
for
the weirdest thing.
yeah, for those of you who don't know, daddy is who is how her husband is being referred as daddy. Because Monique has apparently or at least everywhere she goes, the man goes. But hey, let's. I think they can talk. The videos can explain better what the
Yeah,
situation.
let's watch the response of her and her dad.
When I hear my son, when I hear you, Shalon, talk about money
Fair use, by the way.
and stuff, it's like, baby, as I told you when you were younger, I told you as a man, don't let nobody introduce you to me. You know who your mama is.
And when folks speak in reference to calling your seed, sometimes, especially when your seed decided to call things off with you because you didn't move for a 34-year-old, 32-year-old man in the time that he wanted to do, because you as a mother, you as an entertainer, you as an actress, you as a grandmother, you as a wife, allotted the time to see him, but he pushed you away. But then when it's time for him and it doesn't work for you, now it's a problem. Listen, it comes a point in time where when you become a man, when you become a woman, it is your obligation to do for you. To do for you. At 31, brother, 32, I'm sitting there on a conversation at the behest of your mother. Why? For you, because I love my nephew, and we still love you, Shalom. That's why your mother and your father interact with one another, to let them be aware of what's happening with you. So if you think you're not loved, that's because you're not paying attention. And there are other dynamics that fall into play, in which we completely understand. And for you too, we're going to keep the light on for you. But I find it extremely ironic that the last time you saw me, you wanted to be able to call me dad.
Mm,
The eater that burns slow
mm.
is, for lack of I don't know the guy's name, by the way. What's the guy's name? Because I'm not gonna call this to daddy. Shalom, eh? He has too many
Yo,
people calling him daddy. The man, is this a slow way, a eaterish way to call someone a
bum.
a bum, or a how do you say that? H Bay ass dude?
HB, HB, yeah.
H Bay ass dude? Is this a slow way to call it? A nice way to say you're H Bay? Stop being an H Bay.
I think that
Wait, before you say, by the way, the way he said you want to call me daddy, that's a disrespectful way.
no, 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 no.
His mom
Dad,
called it dad. Oh,
dad is what he
he
said.
said that. He said daddy, right?
Nope, he said that.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I mean, you can check it out in the
I have to
background if you want.
refresh everything and re-listen.
Yeah, but I mean, you can check it out in the background while we're proceeding. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he said
Okay.
that.
Take
Yeah.
take the wheel.
Yeah. Well, your question to me was whether I believe that's a slow way to cook him, and I well, it is a slow way. If you see how Monique and her husband talk,
Can you hear it? By the way.
no.
Hmm.
If you see how they talk, they oftentimes talk. So they tell the story, and they always say, "Yeah, we're here. We love you. We love everyone. We love black people. We love, but we need to keep each other accountable." And in light of that, dot dot dot, fill in blank, right?
Mhm.
I think, like I said in the last show, or at least the last show we talked about, the previous show where we talked about Monique, everyone is saying that the man is a leech in the sense that he doesn't have anything for his own, of his own. He is with Monique, and because of Monique, he has the lifestyle he does. If you have to believe DL Hughley was saying that he asked, and I'm gonna paraphrase, what type of man would let her wife go bankrupt or lose her house, something to that extent,
Mm.
right? And so I find it a bit ironic that he's saying what he's saying because he wouldn't have the lifestyle he has without the man, without Monique, right? So it's a bit ironic. Is
What
he telling?
what was he doing before he married her?
Okay, so that's what I was about to say next.
Okay.
I don't have the impression that he was a bum before
Right.
that. I don't have the impression that he was homeless before that or living with his mom. You can clearly see that the man does have certain uh he's straight. He's a straight shooter, right? Straight arrow. So that does tell me that he has a backbone. Whether you agree or disagree, he does have a backbone. But he wasn't living the life that he's living.
That's why they tried to break him.
Yeah. But um I think that what he was saying is, as a 30-something-year-old, you should be able to at least get a car, but on your own. And you know what it is? No, but KR, you know what it is? There's even a chance that he could have gotten a car on his own, but he wanted a particular car. And I think that's basically the moral of the story. You need to be able to buy what you can afford. And if you can't afford a Hummer, for example, not saying that he was going for a Hummer, but if you can't afford a Hummer, you shouldn't be asking people to help you buy a Hummer. If you can afford a Toyota, a very reliable car, a car that won't break down as easily, then you should buy that. But if you want something more, you need to work to get that and not ask people to help you with it. And I do agree with that point of view. I don't think, to be fair to them, I don't think that they
With them in this case. Just to be
Monique and the
sure.
husband.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think that they would have said anything about the kid this son, if he hadn't gone on live first.
Probably
So,
not.
yeah. So if you're gonna go on live, I do think that you need to be don't throw, what do they say? Uh if you have a glass house, don't throw stones,
Yeah,
something like
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
yeah. So you need to fix your own things first. But that's why I don't agree with this whole online thing, this whole going back and forth online thing. If it's a
That's
public issue,
true, right?
handle it publicly, because the fact of the matter is a lot of time these type of cases, these types of situations are very complicated. And especially in a family setting, and I think Monique alluded to this as well, that at the beginning she wasn't a good mother. She said so herself. uh there's a lot of trauma, a lot of layers.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get older, you need to break those layers. You need to pierce right through them, and or else you'll stay stuck in a particular place in your life.